I think I speak for all men that we prefer Kamui over Umibozu on that receiving end. No doubt about it. Family love. Sometimes it can be a typical commercial portrayal. Sometimes it can be pretty rough around the edges. Most, if not all the time, it can be simply just delight, because it is family. The Yato family takes the stage in this straightforward chapter, with this small comical exchange, but all around delightful. The chapter is mostly on the Yato family, but it takes all the liberty to address the main theme from the last arc. From the moment they addressed it, I always thought that one day, the family will be on Earth all at once. Long behold, we finally made it. It's really reassuring to see all of them in one setting. It's a nice feel moment that they don't have to fight each other anymore. Or so I thought. The scene between Umibozu and Kamui is rather funny, with some tidbits of serious approach. After Umibozu fights with encouraging speech about immortal and indomitable, he manages to shift his beatdown towards Kamui with a surprise stomp on his head. Ah yes, what a gentle father-son bond. Jokes aside, it does shift to a more serious approach, and rightfully so. The chapter doesn't have the comedy aspect overrides the more serious tone. It's the same as the previous chapters. The real focus is on the sincere side of development and relationship within. Naturally, this type of scene is taken pleasantly. Even with one or two comical parts, Umibozu has a strict father approach towards Kamui, but it is understandable. After all of Kamui's action, Umibozu feels the need to punish him for breaking his warnings. He's not supposed to step on Earth, and yet here he is. His word against Kamui does sound harsh. Despite he saved his little sister, Kagura, that isn't enough for him to be forgiven. Part of me like to think Umibozu doesn't appreciate to see any of his children getting hurt, even if it was to protect. So long if one person gets hurt, there's no real reason to praise one another. Kamui does fight back, which is a bit surprising. The bond is shaky, but it is done to get more or less closure by the end of the chapter. It is funny how Gintoki is trying to stop the fight. It's like, please, can you stop fighting? We're in a war. It's as if he is signaling them that they can't afford to die now. You might as well, right? Series ends in the next chapter. Stay tuned. The best part comes with Kagura stopping the fight, because she's awesome. For the record though, I'll take Kamui's position over Umibozu from the receiving end any day. Kagura has been a gem ever since this arc. No, ever since the series has started, and this moment is no exception. She's the only one that is reminded of Koko's wish, the family on Earth. She wants to be frustrated with them acting like idiots, but the sight of the family being on Earth takes everything away. And put a gentle smile. I like how Umibozu begins to forgive by throwing a katana to Kamui to stop the bleeding. Death flag vanished, at least for now. Kamui begins as well by taking out the ambush team while thanking him or that person. Basically, they both have a funny way to show appreciation of one another, but definitely they do love each other. The scene follows with all of them being gracious that they finally make it to Earth as a family. Koko is no longer there, but her wish is granted. It may have taken a long time, but it's better late than never. The display of them fighting and remembering their time with her brings in a heartwarming mood. It feels complete, and the double page shot is great. Gorilla knows how to bring in pleasant sight of accomplishment. Gintoki smiles says it all. It's great to see Nobume fighting again, because she too is awesome. It does cover her intention to team up with Umibozu, which ends on an intriguing cliffhanger. Since the last arc build up, Umibozu finally found the answer to defeat Usuro for good. I expect the next chapter to be plot heavy, so I'm intrigued. The visual is pleasant with his reactions. Granted, we do have some action scenes with neck twists and comedy scenes with funny expressions, but the sincerity takes the spotlight. Those gentle smiles from the cast are charming, and the double page makes it complete. I can't forget the chapter cover page as well. It's simply gorgeous. It's a charming chapter for the fans of Yato family. It recites the negative of the bond, but captures the positive in the end. The plot thickens with the key to defeat Usuro. we are getting close to the series end. I'm giving this chapter an 8. It's always great to see these type of chapter. Even though we have the family, it doesn't have to resort just to fight and action. Because when you see a reunion, you want a closure. You want a development. You want to feel the moment between these three. You wanted to have this emotional connection with them. And it's always great to do this, more so than just focusing on the action. So I was happy that Gorilla has shown this before we get to the full course of action. What are your thoughts of this chapter? What exactly is the plan to defeat Usopp? Granted, it will resort to that crystal that once destroyed Usopp's heart, so it should be that case. It has to be that case. It's just a matter of how to defeat him this time. Will it be the exact same strategy, or there will be something different? Well, time will tell, and I cannot wait, because that means we are getting close to the ending. Actually, I take that back, and that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.